Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, the King of Odds, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the reason why some people keep losing money in betting, no matter the strategy they use, and the reason why others are quietly making money consistently from betting like it's an actual business. Now, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, like and share this video so you don't miss out on future updates from Jay Soccer Tips. And if you want to join my membership or get my ebook where I explain match odds deeply and how I make my predictions, the number is in the pinned comment. So let's get started. If you're betting as a business, you first have to decide what kind of business you are actually going into. Most people never sit down and think about this part of betting. So you have to see it this way. If you want to start a transportation business in real life, what do you actually need first? You are either going to need a bus, a car, a bike, or at least some money to actually rent one if you're going to go on rent for it. So that's your first investment, be it the car, be it the bus, be it the money for rent, is actually what gives you access to making money in the transportation business. Now in betting, that is your capital, that is your bankroll, that is your membership fee, that is your starting point. Without that, there is no business. Now after getting the vehicle, the next thing the driver asks himself is this: how much do I want to make daily? How far am I willing to drive? How many trips am I willing to take? Because every driver already knows their cost attached to the business. So there's no business that actually does not come with the cost you're going to invest in it and some unexpected repairs that might come from nowhere just to hit you. Now in betting, that is your stake, that is your daily risk, that is the amount you are willing to put into the market to make profit. So if a bus driver knows he's going to spend around 10,000 naira daily to operate that business, then in betting, you as a bettor need to also understand the kind of stake your own business model requires. So if your strategy requires taking 10,000 naira daily and you don't have the mentality or the capital for actually doing that, then maybe that is not the level of betting business you should actually be operating in, which is what most people actually get wrong. People like us who stake high, it is because we already know the capital required and this setup to actually get the reward from high stakes. Now, if you're not capable of that, you should not be aiming for that. You should be focusing on selecting a business model that actually suits you. And this is where discipline actually comes in. Because if that same driver we mentioned earlier spends 10,000 naira for the day and comes back home with 20,000 naira, he knows what he invested and what he's likely to get at the end of the day. Now, you as a bettor, you must already know the kind of odds and structure that can turn your 10,000 naira into 20,000 naira profit consistently. That is just the difference between betting and real world business. Someone investing in a transportation business is basically the same as someone who is actually doing it with betting. That is why some people like myself who are professional bettors actually focus on the kind of tickets we play, being 2 odds, 4 odds, 10 odds, because we actually know the amount of money we have to invest in that to give us our returns. So we are not just taking randomly. We know what we are aiming for. We know the type of business we are actually targeting in the real world to complement our betting business. So basically, I am choosing the kind of business I want to operate, and that is what you should actually do as a bettor. What kind of business do you want to operate? Are you an office worker? Are you someone who works with oil and gas? You just need to know that and as well complement that with your stake. But the problem most bettors are going to have after planning all this is that they don't have a structure. Like I always said in my structure video, you need to have a structure that works for you to actually make money from betting. Most people don't have a structure. So today they stake 2 odd, tomorrow they stake 4 odd, next day they stake 10 odd, no plans, no goal, no profit. So what you're basically doing is chasing all your losses emotionally rather than thinking of how you can actually make your money consistently even when you lose and also be able to get recovery even on bad days. So basically there is no system to these people's style of bet. There is no direction and there is no identity. And if you see my betting tickets as a member or you follow me on WhatsApp, you already see how I place my bet. You know there is a identifiable pattern on my tickets. I don't just play random tickets. You can tell that I'm following a strict pattern or a strict structure that can actually get me wins every single day. You can see my patterns and you can see my structures and you can actually learn from it if you're actually a person that sees betting as a business. Now, here's the important part of everything I have said about betting being a transportation business. The day a driver has an accident, it doesn't quit transportation business forever. It repairs the vehicle and continues working. If the engine spoils, it fixes it and continues immediately. That is business mentality. Now, betting is basically the same. The day you lose a ticket, that is your business taking a hit. It doesn't mean the entire system is fake. It doesn't mean that the system does not work. It doesn't mean that you're not going to recover. As long as you follow a structure, it doesn't mean that you should suddenly become emotional, start trying to win back losses and all that stuff, sticking recklessly. No, the maintenance cost, the repair cost, the accident cost, that is when you lose. That is what it means. If it's a transportation business, you model it as. Every business has its own form of setback. The moment you identify this, the moment betting becomes easier for you. The problem is that most bettors react emotionally to losses because they never plan the business mentality from the beginning. And that is why I always tell people, only stake what fits your structure. So it's not about taking forward and going for 500 naira or 20,000 naira or 100,000 naira. You have to know what fits that particular ticket you're playing. Only stake what fits your structure. Only play at the level your bankroll can survive, which is your capital. Only play at the level your capital can survive. So some capitals can actually go 30 times taking a particular odd. Some can go 10 times taking a particular odd. I think I have explained structure in another video. So you have to go watch that video and maybe get some ideas from there. Because once you start betting this way, once you start betting with a plan and a business mentality, you stop chasing random tickets carelessly. You stop playing on random days. You stop waking up and staking anyhow. You stop seeing betting as gambling alone. You start seeing it as risk management, as trading. That is what betting is, and that is how you see betting as a business, and that is how you actually make money from it. So for me personally, I see myself like an oil worker. That's the mentality I use. Oil workers take huge risks, but they also understand the value of the money involved in this business. So if I want to make bigger money, I already know I need larger capital, stronger capital. I already know I need a better structure. I already know I need more discipline, because what I'm doing is risky. I can lose a lot of money, so I have to prepare for all that, because every level of business requires a different mentality, and that is the level I'm at. You might be on another level. You have to embed the mentality required for that level as well, and the structure required for that level. And once you can apply this mindset, you'll notice something changes immediately about how you bet. You won't carelessly play games anymore. You start asking yourself, does this fit my structure? Does this fit my business model? Can my bankroll, can my capital survive this? Am I being greedy? And that alone can save you from so many unnecessary losses. Now, if you enjoyed this type of video and want more betting mentality videos, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, like and share my videos so you don't miss out. And if you want to join my membership or get my ebook where I explain match odds and prediction structures deeply, the number is in the pinned comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.